Tony suddenly realized the woman he loved the most had fallen into someone else's arms. He stared at the wedding ring in front of him, utterly devastated, and decided to leave quietly. But the next day, he didn't even get the chance to leave. The moment he turned around, a car came speeding toward him, knocking him into the air and straight into the operating room. This was all part of a carefully planned scheme. The only reason he was brought into this world was because his brother suffered from a severe blood clotting disorder. His parents had him just to serve as a living blood bank for his brother. From childhood to adulthood, Tony was nothing more than a tool to his family, never truly seen as a person. He had always known he was nothing but an extra in this household. He never expected love from them. The only person who ever treated him well was the daughter of his father's close friend. In that cold and indifferent home, she was the only warmth in Tony's life. So naturally, Tony fell in love with her. But as he grew older, he finally understood. The only person in the world who was ever kind to him had always loved his brother instead. Turns out, she was willing to trade her own happiness just to keep Tony around, so he could continue giving blood to his brother. After learning the truth, Tony had nothing left to hold on to. He just wanted to escape this manipulative family. He found an agent and planned to buy a secluded island to cut ties with everything for good. The agent told him the transaction would take a week to finalize. After signing the agreement, Tony had just stepped out of the building. When he saw his fiancée rushing toward him, she grabbed his hand and took him away without a word. It wasn't until they arrived at the hospital that Tony finally heard the explanation. His brother had fallen down the stairs and needed an emergency blood transfusion. Before Tony could even respond, his mother slapped him hard across the face.